Hi everyone, I'm Walter.
And I'm Sam.
And welcome to Unit 9, Lost at the Sea. So many nations would have opposing claims of what is theirs in the South China Sea or other parts of the Pacific Ocean. Some nations claim of islands that are about 400 square kilometers away from their mainland or archipelagos.
Opposing.
Opposing.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. Now, this has also caused conflict between countries, and not only that, there seems to be another danger for these islands, and the agenda is from nature itself.
Agenda.
Agenda.
Having a coastline, whether it's an island or part of the mainland, increases the size of a country's exclusive economic zone. So it doesn't really matter how minuscule the island is. Anywhere from that island to 200 kilometers below the surface of the water will technically be that country's land.
Right.
So it's very advantageous to keep these islands minuscule.
Minuscule.
Advantageous.
Advantageous.
Because Japan has unfortunately lost 2 of their islands in the past 3 years due to nature.
Right. So that makes me think, what are some risks of living on an island?
I think you're very prone to experiencing terrible weather.
Yep.
Right? Terrible weather. You're going to be affected quite badly. And I also think kind of trade, you know, like getting goods, getting things quickly. I don't think you can really order off of Amazon and expect next day delivery if you're living on an island.
Maybe not, no. Yeah.
Those are the 2 that pop up first, but what about you?
Well, I think obviously due to climate change, the rising water levels would be quite bad for any small islands. To be quite honest with you, I'd love to live on a small island.
Yeah, sounds great.
And be isolated from the rest of the world. But yes, I guess that with climate change and the rising water levels, as I mentioned before, it's only going to swallow up the small islands and therefore make it inhabitable to live. And this is obviously causing problems for people who do live on these islands, right?
Right, exactly. So I guess this has kind of enticed countries to grab hold of islands, but I'm curious, why do you think, or what are some reasons that countries try to claim new territory?
I think depending on the island, they could also have natural resources.
Exactly.
Which is money for the country. And I guess there might be a bit of pride involved as well. Expanding their sort of area could make them look bigger and more proud. I know that, you know, as an example, America claims Hawaii, which is off the coast of North America. And also, I think Cebu as well. It's kind of like in between an American colonized island, I believe. Not too sure. What do you think as well?
I totally agree with what you said, really. For natural resources, like the article stated, whether that's below the sea or on the island itself, simply more space. You know, you can occupy the island and, you know, make new buildings, new companies that might need these natural resources or benefit from them the most. So yeah, that's all I can think of.
Yeah, well, that wraps it up for the preview section, and we'll see you on the review section.